Hi folks, welcome to the preparedhomestead.com. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on our fire station project that we're doing because some of you have helped out. A lot of this, well, the vast majority of this that you're gonna see is because of some of you that have helped. And so I wanna thank you for that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I talk about it pretty much every day. I talked about it over on Locals today about it's really starting to look like they're trying to push Joe Biden out. Kamala Harris has chimed in. Hillary Clinton has chimed in. If you want to get my opinions on that, you can go watch over on my Locals channel. But yeah, it's happening. It's not unexpected, right? We all thought it was going to go this direction eventually. Probably thought it was going to happen sooner than it has already. But anyways, you know, this back to what we're talking about here, this building where we're at. This isn't what we're doing here is not necessarily to encourage everyone to go out there and become part of a fire department or some kind of, you know, group like that. It's to encourage you to see what's going on in the world today and take action locally. Yes, we have to prepare, we have to build our preps, we have to build skill sets, become more self-reliant, you know, homestead, all those kind of things. Those are all super necessary. But we also need to work on the people around us. And some of you, not all, but some of you live in small rural communities. And I'm telling you, one of the reasons why I have for so long encouraged folks that are of like mind to get out of the cities and get into these small little rural communities is because you're going to find a lot more like-minded people. You're going to find good people, people that aren't just going to give in and give up to the big globalist system. They're here because they want to be independent. They're here because they don't want to have anything to do with the big conglomerate of city and government and all that kind of stuff. And so if you can start working in these local communities, you'd be surprised at what kind of reception you get. And then in the end, you're strengthening the community that you live in. You know, you're investing in that community, which is going to not just increase your preparedness, but the whole community's preparedness. And it's going to benefit everyone. And so I want to strongly encourage you to just do that, to find in your local community, especially you rural small community people, to get involved. Whether it's a church or some kind of local civic group, start your own type of group, your own type of preparedness organization where you can help each other and teach preparedness in your community, fire department, local schools, whatever it is. And so that's kind of what we've done here. And in our little group, you know, we have an emergency response team, and now we've joined the fire department and we've become part of them. And so in that journey, the local fire department said, hey, we have one of our fire stations, they have 3, and one of our fire stations hasn't been used in years. It's just sitting there because we don't even have enough people to run that fire station. So if your group would like to be the ones in charge of that one and take it over, you could, you know, do calls out of that fire station and all this kind of stuff. And we said, great. Well, the caveat was the fire station was in disrepair because it hadn't been used in a long time. So that's what we're doing. That was just a little quick wrap up. And now I'm going to show you some of the work we've been doing. Now, from a video, it may not seem like much, but there's actually a lot that's happened here. If you've watched from the beginning, there used to be a bathroom, which there still is. We'll get to that in a second. And then just kind of like a little utility closet with a water heater. And so it had a lot of problems with it structurally and everything. We used some of the wood. You can tell some of it's old, some of it's new. But the stuff that wasn't any good, we ripped that out and we expanded this room a little bit. And so we're turning that into a little small office. It was not really structurally sound. It was just kind of thrown together. So we went through and we put a big long header. It's like an engineered header, but we engineered it ourselves. Very good quality. And it's going to have 2x6 rafters up there. We're going to build a wall out here, so this will all be enclosed. This here for right now has become our little office area, but eventually that'll just be a little waiting room kind of area. And as you can see, we'll put a little window in here, sliding window. want to hopefully eventually put a different door in, maybe with a security glass type door. That way we can actually see out, because right now we can't. We'll walk down here for just a second to the big blue tarp. This is the bathroom. We do have a functioning toilet now. We got through your help and through the donation of a plumber donating his services. We have all new plumbing. The plumbing in here was in really bad shape, a lot of busted pipes and cracks and stuff. And so he just decided to start from scratch and ripped it all out down to the main line coming into the building and start it all over. We still got to get a sink pedestal. That will come as donations come in. And then this back area where we really haven't hit just yet, but it's coming. This is going to be the kitchen. Originally it was a kitchen. There's a sink area. This would probably be like a refrigerator. There's a stove plug back in there behind those bottles of water. And so we'll fix this all up. It'll be nice, professional office quality, good, nice, not this, you know, the way it looks. So this is a big part of what we've been doing already. We're hoping that by the end of this week, all the framing will be completely done. Then it's on to the electrical. We're finding out some bugs in the electrical. We got to figure that out, because there are some lights and outlets that don't work and we can't figure out why. Plus, from here all the way forward, there are no outlets. And you know, for this to be like an office kind of area, there has to be. So we're going to have to put outlets in and then figure out what in the world's going on with ones that aren't working. We're hoping it's not mice that's chewed them and it's just something that's disconnected or something, but we can't figure that out. But we're gonna have to get to that soon. The truck, for those of you that's watched, it is what it is right now. The brakes are still locked up, and we haven't really had a lot of time to devote to trying to figure out why. It's an electric over hydraulic, and the electric brake seems to be locked up on it. And we've tried different things, and so hoping to repair it, not have to rip a bunch of stuff out and replace it. But that may end up being what we have to do. The other side, we haven't really done a whole lot. I'll take you over there just so that you can see, especially if it's your first time. This furnace was not functioning, and it is now functioning, so we do have heat in here. The rest, it's kind of messy, but you can see the lumber that's in here that we're working with. All of this lumber will be over there in a few days. And then we are also, this wall over here, we're going to be putting up shelves, because most of this stuff that you see lying around, well, we don't have a place to put it. So we're going to build shelving and put it up on shelves to get it out of the way, to organize it, make it look a lot better in here. We're still working on these doors, hoping to get some donations in, because they're going to be pricey to replace, and we just don't have the money. But they're both in pretty rough shape, falling off the tracks and busted and warped, because they've both been hit a few times coming in and coming out. So there's that. We have some supplies coming in. The supplies that we are using, whether there be for training or responding to calls, pretty much most all of it is stuff that we as team members are providing ourselves, because this is all volunteer. And so some of you have stepped up and you have purchased items on our Amazon gift registry that's going to be sent here. Most of that should be getting here this week. So it'll be exciting to go through that and organize it, which is also why we need to get some shelves up so we have some medical supplies already, but most all of it has been donated out of our own stockpiles of team members. You know, we've all contributed out of our own stockpiles. And so that'll be coming in. There's been a couple of other fire departments out there that have reached out to us, and they're sending some stuff to us, there's things that they had overflow extra of. So that will be wonderful. If you're still interested in possibly helping with the actual building of this, because we're still a ways away from it. That's, you know, how it is when you're building things, even though we're doing the labor and we're cutting the cost as much as we can while still making it professional and proper. We're going to need funds, so if you're interested in helping, there is still a fundraiser. There'll be a link in the description below. In case any of you wondered, I'm not going to take all this down, but but even the bathroom, we're making it ADA compliant and all that kind of stuff. So there's there's a lot going on, and it's exciting, and it's exciting that we're able to give back to the community and help with medical response and help with wildland fire response and disaster, tornadoes, ice storms, floods, search and rescue. All of those kind of things are what we're specializing in and training in. We're doing a lot. I mean, we're training almost on a weekly basis. Sometimes we are training weekly. So it's a constant thing that we're doing. And in the end, we're taking preparedness to another level where we're actually not just doing training, not just acquiring the knowledge, but we're putting it into regular practice. So we're actually honing those skills. And that's something that not everyone can do. That's a good way to get better at being prepared. So it's something that you should probably attempt to do if you're able to. Another thing, this is a frustrating thing. We just bought a new coffee pot in here, and it broke this morning. It doesn't work. It's so frustrating. I came over here this morning, thought I was going to do some work and have a cup of coffee, and the thing doesn't work. So I'm going to have to get a new one. But anyways, it's exciting, and a lot of things going on, and I just wanted to. I know some of you get tired of these kind of videos, but those of you that are excited about this and those of you that have helped, I wanted to tell you how thankful we are, how thankful this community is. The fire chief, the assistant fire chief, other people in the community. It's a very small rural community, and they know what's going on here. Trust me, if you're from small communities, you know how fast the rumors and stories travel in small communities, and they know that there are people online. Some of them may not understand it. Like, why are all these people online helping here? But they are very, very appreciative of it because it is a poorer community, and it's a very underfunded fire department. So what we're doing probably just would not be able to happen. Not just the manpower, but the funding, if it wasn't for folks like you. So anyways, thank you for all this. And it's kind of a mess, but it's work. These are work tables and stuff. And we'll get, I think tomorrow, we're doing another big work day. So there'll be several people here again, putting all this stuff up, and probably Wednesday and maybe even Thursday. So we'll get a lot of stuff done this week. You need to be out there and getting yourselves prepared. I know some of you are wondering what this fire truck says. That's not our department. It's just not been changed from where it came from. So don't worry about it. This came from, I think, Minnesota is where this came from, and that's not where we're at. But you need to be getting your houses in order, folks. And getting your houses in order means also getting your communities in order and being part of it and reaching out to your neighbors. So that you have, I always look at it this way: the more people around you that you help get more prepared, then the less potential problems with those people that you might have to encounter when everything falls apart. So get your houses in order and your communities, preparing yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next video.